Hey there, CJ Math students. You're on page 437 of your packet. The guitar Francesca wants is on sale at two different stores. So you got store A, 75% off, and then store B, 50% off guitars plus an additional 30% off all discounted prices. The original price of the guitar at both stores is $160. At which store is the guitar less expensive and how much less expensive? So store A versus store B. Store A is 75% off, means we're going to be paying 100 minus 75 or 25% of the total price, right? So 160 times 0.25, which is $40. That's pretty straightforward, right? Store B, we're going to be paying 50% of the price because we have 50% off. So 100 minus 50 is still 50. So, and then we do 30% off whatever price we get after that. So 160 times 0.5 is going to be $80, but you're not done because then you need to do 80 times, we have 30% off, that's 100 minus 30, and you pay 70% of the price. So 180 times 0.70 equals 56. So store A is less expensive, and by how much? Well, 56 minus 40, because that was the cost of store B. Store A, 16 by $16. So definitely go to store A. Page 439, this is an important concept. Explain why a 75% discount followed by a 25% discount is not the same thing as 100% discount, right? If something was 100% off, it'd be free, right? So you start by taking 75% off of the price, and then take 25% of the remaining price off. So you're still doing a kind of a percent of in each case. All right, pop over to page 440, go into number 7. A bookstore has 120 science fiction books. It has 30% fewer mystery books than science fiction books. It has 24 more biographies than mysteries. How many biographies are in the bookstore? Show your work. So first of all, we got sci-fi, and we know that that's 120. We know that mysteries are 30% fewer. So this is going to be, if we have 30% fewer, that's like doing 100 minus 30, which means they have 70% of the sci-fi. So 120 times 0.70 equals 84 mystery books. And then for biographies, we have 25% more biographies than mysteries. 25% more, well, if you had 100% of the mysteries plus 25% more, that'd be 125% of the mysteries. So we're going to take however mysteries you have, which is 84, and multiply it by 125% as a decimal, which is 1.25, and that should give you your bio, which gives us 105. So 105 biographies in the bookstore. And number 8, it says members of a community garden grow 500 vegetable plant sprouts. They donate 10% of all sprouts to a school. They sell 20% of the remaining, that's important, right, sprouts to a local park. They then plant 5% of those left in the greenhouse. Then they plant the rest of the sprouts outside. How many sprouts do the member plant outside? A whole bunch of steps here. So we start off with 500, and they donate 10% to a school. So 100 minus 10 means they're left with 90%. So 500 times 0.90 equals 450 left. So they donated 50 to the school, 450 left. They then sell 20% of the remaining sprouts to a local park. So 450 times 0.80, because 20% less would be 100 minus 20, which means 80% left. So that gives you 360 left. Now let's read this. They then plant 5% of those left in a greenhouse. they plant the rest of the sprouts outside. So if 5% are the greenhouse, what percent are left outside? That's 95% are left planted outside of the remaining. So 360 times 0.95 should give us what's left over, and that's 342 get planted outside. 342 outside. Number 9 is your exit ticket. Store manager buys binoculars for $45. He marks up the cost by 40%. So remember, marking up the cost would be 100 plus 40, or 140%. As a decimal, 1.40. To get the store price. Then the store has a sale, and it's reduced by 10%. So you want to do first 45 times 1.40 to get the store price, and then whatever the store price is, that's step 1. Step 2 is to do 100 minus 10, which equals 0.90. So whatever this price gives you, times that by 0.90, and you should get the final sale price. All right? Make sure to hit submit.